93Q, Houston's country leader. Welcome to the show, Chris Janson, and congrats, dropping Wild Horses today. It's a
Thanks
big day.
very much. Yeah, we're proud to be here. It's been a really good day, man. Got a lot of nice messages and super stoked about the album. My favorite to date, by the way.
Favorite to date?
Yeah, for sure.
There's a lot of anticipation when you're dropping an album, I would imagine.
Yeah, there is, but it's been a kind of stress-free, no big deal. You know, it's for me, it's kind of like putting on a pair of boots. Just I make the music and I sing it and write it, and it's always been second nature to me. So it's exciting, but now it's out, and now we can just kind of coast on it a little bit.
Because you already put in all the hard work, right? So now you're just confident in what you did, and you're like, all right, I want everybody to experience it now.
Yeah, totally, 100%.
I feel like you're a very stress-free guy, though, and nobody with that tan that you have going on right now is living a stressful life.
Well, thanks. Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, we live in Florida in the summer times, and I got lots of people were like, God dang, you're so tan, man. But I mean, I don't know. I just keep my shirt off all the time and hang on a boat most days. But yeah, I'm pretty carefree. I just don't let little things affect me. Here's the deal. We live in such a crazy world, right? Where everybody's like, they freak out so easy on stuff. I just don't freak out. I just say it like it is. Like, hey, I either do things I want to do or I don't do things I don't want to do. It's so simple. And then I wake up every day and just get through the day and feel blessed to be alive and good to be an American.
We are doing life wrong, you guys.
I know. I look at my toddler just say no straight up all the time with no explanation, and I dream that I could be that person and just say no when I want to.
Yep.
No.
Well, it took a while to get to that place, but once you get to that place, I will tell you it's great. That's why I maybe even seem so nonchalant about music sometimes, because music is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be fun and fun only. And when it becomes work, it's not fun anymore. So I've always just, I've stressed a lot of years. You come up through the business and you stress about this and that and this and that. And it really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. If the songs are good, if you can sing them well, and if you're just nice to people, people reciprocate. They're usually nice back. So that's just really simple, and that's the way I just try to live my life. I don't sweat the small stuff. I don't really care,
Yeah, you get what you put out into the world, right?
Yeah, dude, just treat people nice and it'll come back to you tenfold. And when it comes to music, just do the best you can. Just like any job, just do the best you can. And if you know you've done the best you can, then surely somebody's going to appreciate it.
Well, you know what? When you're making music, I think obviously for an artist like you, that comes very easily. I think that's probably a little bit harder whenever somebody asks you to do something, make music, perform music for something that is very personal to them.
Yeah.
And I say this because I want to talk about it's hardest hunting season, right?
Thanks.
Because
Yes,
there's a really, I would say, delicate backstory behind that song, right?
There is. I was just actually texting back the dad and the brother before I walked in here, it was really heartwarming. They were thanking me for the song, but which they don't have to do. I was going to do it anyway, I'm proud to do it. But a friend of mine passed away. I hunt with two brothers and a dad in Florida every year. We've gotten pretty close. And one of the brothers passed away last September, and the dad asked me if I would be willing to come down and sing at the funeral. I'd never done anything like that. So we hopped on the plane and went down to Florida, and it was the hardest thing that I've ever done.
Oh, I bet.
It was tough, man. It was really
means a
tough.
lot.
Yep. And so I sang Go Rest High on the mountain.
Wow.
And then as I was walking up graveside, I said, I'm so sorry. And he said, man, this is going to be my hardest hunting season. So the dad told me, and I was like, gosh darn, it's like a dagger to the heart. So
Give me chills.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
And thank you. So I took the idea and walked away from it and went the next week, and we wrote Hardest Hunting Season. And it's just a story. It's a true story about losing somebody, but it also is, it oddly relates to people who don't even hunt and fish.
It's just the first of anything without them.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Everybody has pretty much lost somebody that they really love or care about, or know somebody who has. And it means a lot to me. It's one of my favorite songs on the record. I mean, of course, Me and a Beer is one of my favorites because it's on the radio. It's top 40 now. Yeah. Thankfully, I appreciate you guys for supporting that. But you gotta have songs that really hit to the core, and that one does for sure. And I don't know. This is the most honest album I ever made. I'm proud of my earlier work, but with this one, the gloves were off, and I didn't have anybody telling me how to do it or why to do it, or maybe you should do this or maybe you should do that. I only did songs that I wanted to do, and that my wife liked, and then
that's more importantly,
it's true.
But you live your life that way. You're smart, happy wife, happy life.
Well, she's hot, like
she really is.
Yeah, that's how you should speak about your wife.
Well, that's the only way you should speak about your wife. Like, for instance, in reference to this record, like she asked me if we're on the camera, she was like, "What are you going to play today?" I was like, "I don't even know yet," because I don't know, until I see people, I don't know what I'm going to play for them yet. That's because I'm an emotional singer. So I've never made a set list, and I've never followed one of all my years of touring. I just write a bunch of random songs down and see how the cards fall when I get in front of people, because energy is different. People have different energy and stuff. And so like somebody might be really sad. So of course you don't want to sing them a sad song. And you know what I mean? So you want to bring them up a little bit, and vice versa. So that's just kind of how I am. But there's another tune on the record called Fight for a Girl. And there's never been a song written like that. I looked up through all the titles, make sure I wasn't copying anything. And when I first saw Kelly and was trying to date her, a lot of dudes were trying to chase her around and stuff. And when we finally sealed the deal and it's like, okay, it's on, I got a hold of all those guys and told them, you can forget it. It's over. Don't talk again.
My husband did
Don't
the same
talk again.
thing. He called them and said, "Do not call her again."
So did
I
I.
was like,
Leave
"Oh
her
my
alone. She's
God."
off the
Yeah,
market.
so did I. And that's kind of sexy though, right? Like it's like, hey,
It
dude,
is.
It was pretty
you-
hot. Yeah.
You fight for the things that you love, and if you're really in love, you fight for it. We just celebrated 15 years of marriage. It's been the greatest 15 years of my life. It's awesome. It's actually only gotten better, and it's been a lot of fun, But I wrote this record about real things and things that matter to me. I can tell you this, that I could feel totally confident playing any song off of it and had no worries about it. Sometimes playing new songs can be a little janky and awkward
Yeah.
if we're being honest, but
Usually when we go get drinks at shows, like, oh, new music.
A
Oh, cool.
100%, dude. Okay, thanks for saying it. Right? Sorry. All these people like never want to admit the truth. I'm one of these. I'm a realist, so I'm like, man, people want to hear the hits. I mean, they do. They want to hear the hit songs, and the B-sides. They're like, it's the perfect time to go to the bathroom, But these songs, I think, are not bathroom worthy. I think they're. I think they're. I think
They're
they're.
stay in your spot
I
worthy.
think they're stay in your spot. You already had a drink worthy.
Right.
Yeah, so,
And
anyway.
whenever you are seeing new music from an artist, you want them to be there in that moment with you. And obviously when you're performing music that's close to you in an album that feels this raw and real
Yeah.
to you, that's going to be easy for you to do.
100%, and that's why that's why we're here. We wanted to do, we selected, when we did this like very methodically. We picked the people who have been big supporters of my music, and we wanted to go to these major markets and do these album release parties, but in a very intimate setting with your listeners. Who without you guys, I don't get to listeners, and it's a circle of life, right? And then what's the point of making it? And otherwise, you're just some guy making music and wishing you were on the radio. But
Thank you for being one of the ones that still supports radio as well. I mean, we
Dude,
support one
yeah.
another with
thank
country
you,
radio.
man. Well,
so
it's a
good.
family, man. And I've said it from the beginning. You guys know me a long time. I've never wavered from this. All I ever wanted was to be on the radio having hit songs. I'm getting to do it, and that's a blessing to me. And I get a kick. I get a personal kick out of that. I'm like, we're killing it, So, and people like, man, like I come from a generation of people and a class of people who love to roll their windows down and crank up their favorite radio station.
Yes.
And it's fun. It's fun to do. And if you have the privilege of being the songwriter and the singer, it's a huge deal to crank up your radio station and go, oh my God, or land in a town to go play a concert, or even play in a rural city like outside of Houston or whatever. But you crank up your station and you're still catching it through the airwaves, and you catch one of your songs coming on. Like, that's the American dream.
Oh,
That
for
is
sure.
the American dream that came true from a trailer park kid to, it was like the biggest station in America right here. And that's a big deal. And I don't take it lightly. I really take it like for real serious.
Well, thank
You're
you.
Good
the
to be
best.
Chris Janson
Nice.
on the radio, hot wife.
Yep.
She's smoking hot.
Great tan because you
healthy
live in
kids.
Florida and get to
Healthy
hang out all the
kids, yeah.
time.
Beautiful
Healthy
kids.
kids, beautiful family, man. Where do we cash in?
We're going to take you back. We've got some of our listeners from the Morning Mob. It's our listener club that we have. They're
That's
super
awesome.
excited to see you, meet and hang out with you. We got
Thank
some
you.
barbecue. It's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, man, this is great, and I appreciate you guys, hosting us with this album party. I mean, Wild Horses is that's another one I might play today since you asked earlier. I just was racking my brain going, I don't know yet. Like to
You
see-
feel it out, as you said earlier.
Totally, but I think Wild Horses, that's a pretty universal song for everybody. But yeah, I'm stoked about it, man. I really am. And for you people out there listening who maybe are not here, but you're listening over the air, like, please play this record. I'm telling you, if you like real country music and real storytelling, then you're going to get this, and there will be something on there for you. Maybe not every song, but there will be a majority of them that you will understand, get, and connect with. I can guarantee it. And I try to write music for all kinds of people in all walks of life. I don't like doing thematic records. I'm not I got a cowboy hat on, but I'm not a cowboy. I'm just a normal dude who loves what he does for a living and tries to write music for just working class folks and just right from the heart, from where I come from. So I'm I say all that to say that I'm super proud of Wild Horses, and I appreciate your guys' support on it. Without support on Me and a Beer, Wild Horses would not be getting the premiere that it's getting. So, you know, it all starts
We're
with
so happy for you.
Thank you.